Okay, well, happy and welcome into a Sunday fun day. I never have more fun. It is a treasure not only to have our biggest brand. He's my buddy. I've known Andrew for almost 30 years, and I have to tell you, he is responsible for the world's finest vitamins, and we are gonna make your Sunday a fun day because we have the world's tastiest, healthiest, nutritious, low-calorie, gluten-free meal replacement on the planet as a today's special. And you know what? We got another today's special that you haven't seen in 7 years. So first and foremost, welcome in. If you are looking to try the world's finest vitamins, let alone at the best prices in history and the best meal replacement on the planet, it's tasty, it's nutritious. If you just consider how much money it saves you at the grocery store, the hardest thing you have to do is decide what flavor you would like. So you choose it in the chocolate, the wonderful coffee, which is actually my favorite, vanilla, which you can mix with everything else, and then of course we've got our pina colada, and then you just choose your size or how many meals you would like. 20 meals, 60 meals, 100 meals, 200 meals, 300 meals, and here's where it gets really interesting. Here's our pricing today. Here's our pricing after today. Here's our pricing today. So the savings are bigger than ever before. But you know what's really fun? On the 100, 200, or 300, you see all this cool stuff on the table? The bigger your meal count, the more little extras you get to try, from his teas to his efficiency to sucrose, which is the world's finest sugar replacement, as you will, not like anything else in the market. And then you even get to sample his amazing world's finest chocolate that also helps lower your cholesterol, and that is the Choco Nouveau. So not only do the savings get bigger in the larger sizes, on the 100 you could do one flavor, 200, you can do two of the same, or, you know, vanilla and chocolate, you can mix and match. But what most people are doing today is that 300 count, in which case, pick 3 of your favorite flavors. In fact, if you go to my Facebook, I'm Shannon, I actually posted a little Valentine's Day date night shake with this, because the truth is you feel like you're cheating. Not only does it blend beautifully, it has so much flavor. Like I said, you're gonna feel like you're doing something wrong. And I don't think we have a little graphic to reflect this, but the really cool thing, hey Danny, can I turn this around for everybody? I don't even know if we can shoot it. The thing about this is, when you buy a meal replacement, you think you're doing something healthy. Have you seen the calories? Have you seen the sugar? Have you seen all the things that they put in there? Every little sip is like a little mini multivitamin. I'm serious about that. And if you read the rave reviews, let's be honest, when it comes to taste and flavor, it's subjective. So people, it's hard to please every palate. Even Wolfgang Puck would tell you that. But this has an average of 4.2 stars. And then don't forget, we also have his world-class, one-of-a-kind energy and fat metabolizer. This is actually 2 products in one. I used to buy them separately, energy or urgent energy, and then fat metabolism factors. He combined them, and you see the size? It's not only the first time as a today's special in 7 years, we get the big one. We got the big size. Everything is on free shipping for this weekend. And remember, as the sizes go up, your savings go up. Oh, and Jared, since we're waiting for Andrew, what I'd love to do, oh, you know what, Danny, on that preview monitor, I'm seeing the hallway. I don't know that that matters or not. I would love to see who's in the hallway. Wouldn't you love to see a little behind the scenes? So let me just show you something else. This is one of my personal favorites. Okay, so let me break this down for you, and then I'll talk about that label, and I gotta read you some of the reviews. But on the Secure, as an example, now this is the 300 count size. That is the one where you can do all 3 flavors, you can mix and match, you could do one of each. Can you guys see that? That's almost $400, almost $400. But here's where it's really interesting. Now, this is what is included. Now, remember, you do the 100 meal, 200 meal, 300 meal. You're getting to try some of his favorite products here at HSN. And Andrew is available exclusively here at HSN and our sister family, QVC. But the bigger the meal count, the more little extra goodies you're getting. Do you know on that 300 meal count, look at the savings. I can't even say like a half. Oh, you know what? It is kind of like it's really like a buy one, get one when you can consider the savings. All right, my friend, my partner in crime, I love him more than life. Happy Sunday Fun Day, Andrew.
Happy Sunday, Shannon. My pleasure to be here.
Well, you nailed it. I mean, not only do you know I'm a super fan of yours and the Secure Soy, when prices are going up at the grocery store, I mean, yeah, we could start with nobody makes a meal replacement like you. So this is the easiest, the tastiest, the low calorie. It's like a little mini multivitamin. You're actually doing better pricing than I've seen you do in history, even better than last year, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we can't ever see a price go up on my products. But I think a lot of it is a little bit of the psychology that retailers have that costs are going up, prices are going up, so everything must go up. But I don't think everything must go up. And the our two today specials we talk about today are Secure and then our Energy and Fat. The largest size of both, best price ever. And even Energy and Fat we'll talk about in a moment, the best price ever from 13 years ago can't even touch the best price today. And with Secure, not only is it a lower cost per meal than last year, at less than 60 cents a meal, all the bonuses you get, a chance to try Sucrese, our sweetener, a chance to try Choco Nuvo, a chance to try our efficiency vitamin C drink, a chance to try a couple of our teas. You're getting $70 in bonus ingredients, which means it ends up being about 30 cents a meal. So I'm excited not just by the fact that we make the best meal replacement in the world, and we actually make it, that it's the best tasting, it's the lowest calories, it'll mix the easiest, it gives you the perfect protein for weight loss, all of those things. But we're doing it at a value that, I guess with all the crazy prices going up everywhere else, this gives you a chance to save on food.
It absolutely does. Hey, Andrew, I know we're going to, because we're going to mix things up with this show. I guess quite literally, I'll mix a shake and, you know, show how easy it is. But I'm just going to show one quick review, and then I'll show how easy it is to blend, because I know you actually, when you travel, use the back of your toothbrush. But this is one of the key things. I know, because, see, I'm telling tales on you. I've known you long enough to tell, well, some secrets are still safe. So don't worry.
That's good. I was going to say that's a pretty harmless one. We don't want to go anywhere else.
Exactly. I'll keep them, you know, Sunday Fun Day friendly. But this is just what one of your reviewers says. It's really delicious, and both Andrew and I are foodies. We've had many wonderful dinners and time together, so I can tell you it's true, because he has a very picky palate. But though I love Andrew Lessman's vitamins and chocolates, I was skeptical. If you're a skeptic, try this. Of the claims that the meal replacement powder would taste good. Silly of me to doubt him. I purchased the chocolate flavor. I know that's your mom's favorite, and mixed it with 10 ounces of whole milk, although Andrew would probably not approve of the whole milk. And it tasted like a melted chocolate milkshake. It was a perfect post-workout drink. I may branch out and try the vanilla and coffee flavors too next time. You know, Andrew, there's so many things about that I love, because you, even though you are you make the world's finest vitamins, when it came to the flavor and taste of this, you thought, why reinvent the wheel? Let's go to the people who do the fast food shakes and all that stuff. It really is true. You designed this, yes, to be the lowest calorie and gluten-free and best tasting, but it's the best tasting in addition to everything else, isn't it?
And that's something, I hate to say it wasn't that obvious to me, but certainly making it gluten-free, making it non-GMO, choosing the best source of protein, making sure the vitamins and minerals were the most soluble and it didn't interfere with solubility and mixing and gave a gritty feeling. But I didn't really think about taste. We just added some vanilla flavor. Initially, we added some chocolate flavor, say 30 years ago, and that was that. And I created a product that was technically, I thought, a perfect product, but it got terrible reviews. I read terrible letters about it. It just didn't taste great. It tasted like every other meal replacement. And then finally, it took me a while, but it was just an obvious solution when someone asks you in a note, why can't this taste like the chocolate shake I get at McDonald's? Or why can't this taste like the vanilla shake I get at Burger King? When I finally scratched my head, I said, you know, that's a really great question. Why not? So we went to the exact same people who provide all of the wonderful flavors. And by the way, what is the only reason you eat those drinks at, say, McDonald's or Burger King or that coffee shake at Starbucks, what's the only reason you drink them? You're not drinking them for nutrition.
Yeah.
You're not drinking them to help you lose weight. You're drinking them because they're unbelievably delicious. And there are these flavor specialists, these flavor houses, that they consider flavor an art form. And frankly, they're correct. It is an art form. So when we adopted their recommendations for the exact same reasons they make those unhealthy drinks taste delicious, they were able to make my super healthy meal replacement taste just as delicious. So it's not a miracle it tastes delicious. It's the same reason those other shakes taste delicious. We just go at it from a different approach.
Absolutely.
And so that's why it's amazing.
It really is. So if you read those reviews, I mean, no kidding, you feel like you're cheating. Now, I just did one scoop in here, but like I said, I've known Andrew a long time. I know you've used like a toothbrush. You don't need a blender. You don't need ice. You can add ice. You can add berries. I did the vanilla, which I know you love like I do, because then you can really add cashew butter or, you know, whatever you want. But it is so creamy. It almost gets frothy. Like, it almost looks like a milkshake. It's unbelievable. No grit, no aftertaste. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's the amazing thing about it's funny. The dogs, I'm pacing around while I'm on the phone with you, and the dogs came to the studio with me earlier today.
Oh.
The dogs are just sitting on the sofa, just staring at me like, why aren't you playing with me? But it's like they think that my life revolves around them.
Of course it
but
does.
I think all our dogs do that. But when we set out to make this, I set out to make something that was technically, nutritionally, it's like a mini multivitamin. You look at the levels of vitamins and minerals, our special B12, 500% of the RDA. It's essential for fat-burning metabolism. It's essential for energy metabolism, a full B complex. You're getting 200 milligrams of calcium, the same calcium from our calcium intensive care. So it really, the label reads like a mini multivitamin, and it's technically sound. But and even if you read the reviews, as many reviews talk about significant, substantial weight loss, 3 times as many reviews talk about how delicious it is. And that's, I think, because we don't expect a meal replacement to taste delicious.
It's true.
And that's why typically they don't work. But if you read the science, and I read through the quotes in the science earlier today, it's not a question of whether meal replacements work or not. That meal replacements are absolutely the best science and the best approach to weight loss. It works better than structured diet plans. You just have to create a meal replacement that will be used consistently. And the secret to having a meal replacement that will be used consistently, it has to taste great.
It's true.
And then ours is ultra low calorie, so it's super flexible like you and I do. I add all sorts of stuff to mine. I throw, I look in the freezer here at the house and you'll see frozen pineapple, frozen bananas, frozen berries, and I just toss them in the blender. And I'll even just throw a little bit of water in, and that's it. Sometimes I might add a little bit of extra of my whey protein, and it's a perfect smoothie.
It is indeed. Hey, I like how you've structured this show, which I think is dynamite. Not only because it's, especially people this time of the day, they cruise around, they might be discovering you for the very first time. I'll tell you what, you're going to have anyone who's new with energy, kind of like you had me at I love you, you had me with energy. You had me at fat metabolism. I'm serious. So we have to give a little equal time to something that you have not done as a today's special in 7 years, and a super duper, this is the largest size too, at the best pricing in history. I should also point out, and Andrew's gonna give you all the science, but you know how I was talking about the nutrition panel on your Secure Soy, that it's like a little mini multivitamin? I used to buy all of these individual components separately. I mean, if you just took into account the vitamin B, but let's talk about pricing here real quickly, because I have to turn Andrew loose, because we're gonna go back to Secure Soy. 60, 180, 360, first time in history that's 720. Basically, it's a buy one, get one free, because the 360 will sell for 119, and the 720 is 99. Again, there are so many things to love about this, Andrew, but like I said, you had me at hello, you had me at energy, you had me at fat metabolism, right?
Well, and in this product, it's I've often been told, it's kind of like my Choco Nouveau, and that if we didn't talk about how healthy it was for the heart, the chocolate would be more popular if all we said is it's the best tasting dark chocolate, or if all we said this is the best tasting protein drink when we talk about Secure, and we didn't talk a moment about weight loss or weight management, just being the best tasting protein drink would be sufficient to make it incredibly popular. When you talk about how healthy it is, when you talk about potentially weight loss or weight management, maybe people think, oh, it can't taste good. It's going to be impossible to taste good. So I think the same thing with energy and fat metabolism factors. If all we did is talk about energy, as all those other products talk about energy, but talk about, say, a healthy approach to energy, because that's a little rough, because I think most of us conclude that there's no healthy approach to having energy. That if you're going to take a product to give you more energy, you're going to be making some kind of compromise, some kind of sacrifice, maybe even taking some kind of risk. And those products tend to be nothing more than pretty extreme stimulants.
Yeah, true.
That they might use synthetic versions of natural ingredients. Most of them will use synthetic caffeine. And they usually contain serious hits of caffeine. But caffeine doesn't give you energy. Caffeine stimulates your nervous system. So whatever underlying circumstances gave rise to your needing more energy or feeling fatigued, caffeine does nothing at all. If anything, it just digs a deeper energetic hole. Whereas with our product, we recognize that we want a little bit of that stimulation, but we do it naturally using the caffeine-related alkaloids from green tea and from guarana. And what's great about green tea, it has natural components which mitigate, which soften that uncomfortable stimulant effect. So you get that short-term energy, but you get it comfortably. And then also we add other ingredients. We add nutritional components like acetyl L-carnitine, because the single most abundant source of energy that we have readily available on our body is fat. We'd like to burn it. We need something called carnitine to be able to do so. And carnitine is responsible for the movement of all fat that we have in our body to the site in which it gets burned in our body, within our cells. So we make sure that we give you tools to access and benefit from fat metabolism. We also give you botanicals that have been used for, in some cases, thousands of years, that have been shown to help combat fatigue, to promote energy, to also promote feelings of well-being, positive outlook. And these are things that, as I said earlier, chicken and the egg. Is it like pessimism or lack of positive outlook which undermines our energy? Or is it a lack of energy that makes us feel like we don't have a positive outlook, like we're feeling pessimistic? So we also attack it from that angle. So it truly is the most comprehensive approach to healthy energy that doesn't sacrifice the short-term energy, but also doesn't compromise you in the midterm and long term. And it's incredibly affordable, and it's the most affordable it's ever been, actually.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm going to do this real quick, and then I'll show you pricing, because we're going to go back to Secure Soy, but works. Boy, doesn't that say it all. I've been using these along with Secure Complete Meal Replacement. Hey, best pricing coming up again, Encore in a moment. Great combo for weight loss. They are natural. That's key. I've combined them with vitamin B. By the way, little mini multivitamins in both. Andrew is going to continue to talk about that, with vitamin B for energy as well. I stay away from sugars and salts. If I see an ingredient that says high fructose, I don't buy it. Smart customer. Thank you, Andrew, for all your information about getting healthy results. The science behind the products is what I pay attention to. And you know what? There's a really high threshold of judgment on this, because let's be honest, the name is energy and fat metabolism factors. And this is a runaway favorite. In fact, part of the reason, Andrew, and I'm paraphrasing for you, because this is buy one, get one free pricing on that large size, which you've never done. I would imagine, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way, you didn't need to do this at today's special, because I'm sure a lot of people like me have been buying it without any presentations or without any airtime, because you try it and then you don't want to be without it, right?
Well, that's kind of the story for all the products we make, is that they have a life of their own, whether they're mentioned on television or not. But this was a product that for a while, especially during COVID and things, some materials are harder to find. Some material supply chain was a little disrupted, and also some products were just popular on their own, and this was one product that was extremely popular. So it hasn't been a Today Special for 6 years. So it's sort of come back with a vengeance here today, and I'm pretty sure we're down to our last supply of the largest size. I think that we planned on that being, it's such a large size, we planned on it being like 30-40%, which is a lot, but I think it's ending up being closer to 50% of all the orders, or maybe even more, in that 720 size.
Absolutely. So I love how you put this show together, because, you know, we can't forget there are a lot of people who are discovering HSN and you for the very first time, which you are not only our leader, but you're our #1 reorder. It is the Andrew Lessman difference. And trust me when I tell you, especially if you're discovering HSN for the very first time, Andrew Lessman, he's been doing this for, Andrew, what is it, over 4 decades now?
44 years.
Okay, there you go.
44 years I've been making vitamins. I mean, it was a dream I had even before that. So the first time we actually made a product for someone other than me, initially I just was making products for me.
Yeah.
But the first time I made a product for someone other than me, that was back in 1979.
Wow.
So I don't even know if, was Jimmy Carter president back then? I don't even know. Maybe George Washington was president back then. I'm not sure.
I love you so much. Yes, George Washington would recommend Secure Soy. I'm pretty sure. I saw it in one of the reviews. But I know we make like, that's why I miss your face so much. I know the puppies want you, so we'll let you go in you know, at the end of the hour. But if you are channel surfing, if you're discovering HSN, please let us tempt you. Let's put your toe in the water. If you just take the sheer mechanics or the numbers, how much money are you spending on breakfast? How many calories were in your breakfast? I mean, the numbers don't lie. If you just consider the mathematics of it, if you just change nothing else, you know, switch out one of your evening snack, that candy bar at the office, whatever you're doing. If you switch out maybe that high energy drink that is loaded with sugar, if you're getting our energy and fat, promise me you'll at least try this, because there is not only free shipping, it is our biggest sizes, biggest savings, best value, variety sampler included on the 100, 200, and 300 meal count of all of Andrew's favorites. But this is for today and today only. So we'll pay to send it to you. You do it on FlexPay. Take that flavor money back guarantee, and if it doesn't taste like a melted candy bar, if you do the chocolate, if it doesn't taste like your favorite coffee drink, the one that has hundreds of calories and is loaded with sugar, send that coffee back. Coffee and vanilla are my 2 favorites. A lot of times people even mix these. Pina colada has been a sleeper hit. I remember when we first started doing these presentations, people were like, pina colada? You gotta try that pina colada, right?
Couldn't keep it in stock. And pina colada, it's great. You could add fruit to pina colada. It already has, you know, pineapple and coconut. So you could add all sorts of things. And for me, especially fruit, the chocolate and coffee, nut butter goes really well with that. Vanilla, the reason why I like it the most is just because I could add anything to that, and it just accepts it. It just tastes delicious. So, and what's great, and another distinguishing factor is that if you look at their calorie levels, each one of them has a different calorie level.
Yeah.
And they vary by just a little bit. It's between 63 and 69 calories. But the reason why they have different calorie levels is because flavor plays such an enormous part in the composition of the product that we let the flavor guys do their thing, that coffee, because of the nature of the components, is the highest in calories. Vanilla, based upon its simplicity, is the lowest in calories. So it's just fascinating. It just underscores and makes it clear that these are so different, because we invest so much time, energy, and materials in the flavor of this, because we realize the only thing that allows a meal replacement to help you in terms of wellness or weight loss or whatever your goals might be, the only time it works is if you'll use it consistently. If you don't use it consistently, it's useless. And using it consistently isn't about the science. Using it consistency is about the flavor.
Absolutely.
And that's what I had to learn. Took a decade, but we learned it, and that's why it's so unique. It's so economical. I mean, you can't eat a meal for less than 60 cents a day.
True.
And then all the different free samples you get, it really is about 30 cents a day in the large size. less than 50 cents a day in the middle size when you do the math. And so it's incredibly, incredibly economical. The levels of vitamins and minerals you get, I would say the average person doesn't come close to the levels of vitamins and minerals that you get in this product in their normal meals that they eat in a day, and just one meal replacement. So there's truly nothing like it, especially when you think of the value, the cost.
Absolutely. In fact, Andrew, I turned the label around, then I'm going to show pricing here in just a second. You know, what's funny, we used to have a chart that kind of delineated how much you'd spend for the vitamin B, how much you'd spend for, you know, vitamin C, for all the great things that are included in here. Well, you can read it for yourself when you get it at home, but each sip is really like a little mini multivitamin. You can't go wrong. I mean, you just pick your flavor. Do you want the chocolate? Do you want the vanilla? Do you want the pina colada? Do you want the coffee? At this price, what most people are doing with tens of thousands of these gone, most people are doing multiples, and here's the way to do that. Then you choose your meal size. I travel with the 20 meal size. Then we've got the 60 meals, 100 meals, 200 meals, 300 meals. Here's what you will spend after today. Price goes away after today. Here's our pricing today. So on any one of these, it's pretty much, well, the biggest savings that we've ever seen. In fact, even bigger savings than last year. If you do the 100, 200, 300, you're getting that great variety count with those various products to try. So you do one flavor in 100, 200, you can do two flavors or two of the same, and then 300, which has been our most popular, you could do 3 flavors of the same, one of each. It's entirely up to you, but I really want to recommend, especially if you're new to us, put your toe in the water today. Do you have a little excess weight? Do you find yourself just craving something sweet? How did you realize, and Andrew, the other chart that I was missing, and then I'll show some reviews, is, people, like, even if you're eating healthy, so if, I know Colleen Lopez used to talk about that, and Colleen is, like you, is looking better than ever before. Even if you just replace your late night snack or your treat, blueberries, the blueberries that you have for breakfast have more sugar than this. Even like that little egg white omelet has more calories. Even when we're doing good things, this is fast, it's easy, it's healthy, but the taste, right?
And the trick is, as I always say, for me, it's staying out of harm's way. And the reason why meal replacement science is the clearest, the most straightforward, and kind of obvious in that it would be the most effective and easy way to lose weight, is if we avoid sitting down to 1 or 2 meals a day, that's basically staying out of harm's way. That's basically avoiding an opportunity to eat the wrong things. And what's great about this meal replacement, it's so low in calories that even if you just use it to substitute for a snack, even if you took a full meal replacement, not even a half, that at 60 some odd calories mixed with water, even if you mix it with non-fat milk, it's still under 100 calories. But it gives you an opportunity to avoid a snack, and it's less calories than that snack, less calories than a meal, obviously. So it's so flexible, it's so nutritious, it's designed to be delicious. We relied on the experts in flavor. We might be the experts in the nutrients and the nutrition, but we went to the folks who are experts in flavor. So it ends up being truly the perfect meal replacement. There is no other meal replacement in the world that tastes as good, that I believe is as low a calories, that is as economical as this. You could go down the list in terms of superlatives, and nothing really comes close.
No, it's true. We are so busy. Remember, it's a customer favorite. And, flavor's hard. I mean, Wolfgang Puck will tell you that. I mean, I love to be in the kitchen. As you know, Andrew, I posted actually a little date night Valentine's Day secure soy recipe earlier just because I'm in love with this product. I will never be without it, especially for someone like me who usually works late at night. It's a great alternative to the chocolate chip cookies that I brought in for everybody last night. But here's a good example of what people say, and I'll make this quick. Blown away. Incidentally, these are not robo reviews. We don't change the punctuation. It's straight out of the faucet. It's the real deal. So I reluctantly purchased this item during Andrew's April visit. Usually meal replacements taste like cardboard and have no flavor. Many of them require a blender to mix smoothly. Also, some have to be sweetened with fruits or other drinks or sugar. Not this, in capital letters, not this product. My product arrived today. Let me say I was blown away, exclamation point. I added 1 scoop and some water, that's it. 3 exclamation points. It tastes fabulous, no blender needed. I may actually be able to reach my weight loss goals. I will let you know. You know, Andrew, the one thing about this, and I'll mix one of these since that reviewer was talking about that, is, you know, it doesn't matter the science, and you were talking about this. If it doesn't taste good, I mean, really, who cares? The big thing for me, though, is not even just the weight loss component of it, is if people are spending a lot of money at the grocery store, and, you know, let's say they are buying, you know, fruit, you know, even fruits or snacks, the healthy stuff is actually even more expensive. Even if you use this to substitute a snack or a coffee drink. Now, you know what's so funny, Andrew? I just put some of the pina colada in here, the vanilla. I haven't even stirred it. If you can actually see on camera, it is almost self-mixed itself. Now, that's before I even, like, just do a little twirl. I mean, it's incredible. There's nothing like it.
But that's every single ingredient that goes into the product, from the flavor components to the vitamins to the minerals, to the protein. We make sure we optimize their solubility and we make sure that we optimize their flavor, because if something doesn't mix and it's going to be gritty in your mouth, and part of flavor is the texture and mouthfeel. So what we use is these water-soluble fiber to create a feeling of fat. Obviously, fat is high in calories, so you don't want to put a whole bunch of fat in your meal replacement. But fat is something that we crave. I mean, if you put butter on anything or you put cream in anything, it tastes delicious because fat has that wonderful texture in our mouth. So we want to simulate that texture without delivering the calories. So it's a very careful process, evaluating every single ingredient, not just from the standpoint of the nutrition it delivers, but also from the texture, the mouthfeel, the sensory experience in your mouth. And it is a complicated process to make each and every one of these, but it's all of that work that we've done over the years that has resulted in a 60-plus calorie meal replacement that should taste terrible, but it doesn't. It tastes delicious. It's something that you will not believe it's as healthy as it is when you try it.
It's true. Hey, Danny, do we have any video of the blenders that Andrew uses at the factory? And I'm not even talking about the NutriBlend blender.
No. The blenders, I mean, we have these, I think it's a 300 cubic foot blender. It's enormous. It goes, I think, at least up to about 18 feet tall.
Yeah.
And it rotates over itself. It's just, these blenders are, and again, it's why over the years, despite certain costs going up, the reason why the product cost has gone down is we, as a manufacturer, we've just become more and more expert, more and more efficient at creating these products for you. So that's why the 300 meal supply here is such an incredible value. The same with the 720 capsule supply of energy and fat. Unfortunately, I know this from earlier in the day, way earlier in the day, we had already gone through more than half of the 300 and the 200. So I suspect we're going to, as the afternoon wears on, we're going to have to start going through what material we've designated for filling the things as they come in. Oh, yeah. And at some point today, we'll run out of the supply of the 300 and 200.
Absolutely. By the way, that was factory footage. That was Andrew's. I mean, I know it looks like you're on a star. There's so much reflection. Those are solar panels on the top. And Andrew, not only made with the energy of the sun, we haven't talked about this a lot yet because I know there's a lot to get to. No additives, no binders, no fillers. That's one of the reasons you created your state-of-the-art factory that is, yes, powered by Mother Nature and the sun. No, you're not leaving a big footprint on Mother Earth. So it's a feel-good purchase from the inside out, isn't it?
Well, we just try to make, the goal here is helping us deal with, and I said this earlier, and apparently a couple of friends of mine who are watching, they said they never really thought about it. But what I was saying is earlier that a lot of us are kind of, whether we blame ourselves or other people blame us, or doctors blame us because we're overweight or obese or whatever it might be. But for the world we live in, we basically, our design was to make us overweight or obese. So as I said earlier, without being whatever sacrilegious, if we're going to blame somebody, look skyward. Look at the man upstairs. because the world we were designed to live in was a world of scarcity. Human beings were quite ingenious. We've created a world of abundance, at least right here in the U.S., and that world of abundance is not what we were designed to thrive in.
It's true.
Because we were designed to eat as much as we can whenever we see food, and because we never knew when we'd eat again. So the way we were designed is the problem. Yeah. And the way we've designed this meal replacement is to consider that blueprint. So it keeps us away from food 1 or 2 meals a day. It gives us a sense of eating something that's really rich in fat and calories and carb and sugar, but it's not. So it kind of fulfills that ancient blueprint and allows you to benefit by reducing your caloric intake, improving the quality of that caloric intake, the nutrition, and to lose weight. So it's not our fault that we have challenges with overweight and obesity in this country. It's just the way we were designed. What was it in that movie Roger Rabbit? I was drawn that way. We were designed that way. So it's no wonder that it's a small minority of people that are at their optimum weight, because we were designed to just gain weight in the society that we live in.
Absolutely. But you know what? Just read those reviews. I'll paraphrase, and then I'll get to one quick review because I got to show you price, and then we'll go back to energy and fat. On Secure, get this. Now, these are real reviews, not robo reviews, the punctuation. That's what I said when I was reading the review. 5,545, okay? On a meal replacement, on something that tastes like a milkshake, something that tastes like a melted candy bar. Over 5,500 people took the time to review it. Almost 4,000 perfect reviews, FYI, because we're in a 5-star rating system, 4.2 stars. I double dog dare you. There is not another meal replacement like this on the planet. And you know what? Listen, you've all seen like your Instagram stories and things, you know, people who have not been doing this for you, making the world's finest vitamins for over 4 decades. A lot of companies like, oh, I'll make a shake. There's nothing else like this. You have to try this. You can obviously hear how passionate I am. Here's another reviewer who I know is just as passionate. Addictive, exclamation point, exclamation point. Love in all capital letters. Love this product. I've had the chocolate and vanilla. This is my first time I've tried the pina colada, my new favorite with low-fat milk. I ordered 30 servings of this one and also bought a vanilla. I just reordered at full price. By the way, that's what everybody does because they love it. Today's special pricing, today and today only. I just reordered at the full price, the 60 servings of pina colada, all of this, and it's best on the market. Wow, what a treat. And Andrew, I think that's a good case in point because I know you've got to try the energy and fat that we have coming up next. But people like me, when they find something that works, or frankly, when they find something that's easy, because this is just, you know, a fast treat. It's faster than the drive-through. There's just so many reasons to try this. Almost the least of which being the variety kit that you're including with the 100 and 200 and 300 meal. Yeah, the pricing for me, while it's the best ever, is kind of an afterthought just because of the ease, the convenience, the flavor, the taste, and the nutrition in every sip. That's why I say you hit it out of the park, my friend.
Well, thank you. And just even the samples that you get with everything but the Try Me, everything but the 20, you'll get to try all of those products. So you'll try the world's best dark chocolate that also lowers cholesterol. And I mean, it is the best tasting dark chocolate in the world. You'll be trying the best vitamin C drink, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carb. You'll be trying the world's best non-caloric sweetener, truly is the best, and it's the only one that doesn't actually have sugar in it. Even though they are supposedly sugar-free, they all contain trace amounts of sugar. So you'll get to try all these remarkable products that can transform your life if you embrace any one of them. So it's hopefully an opportunity to learn and to incorporate new things and to incorporate them into hopefully a healthier lifestyle. But when you look at these products, this is not an overnight success story. This is 35 plus years in the making. My first meal replacement, I had to learn a lot. And certainly there were people who liked my first meal replacements, but they were probably outnumbered 3 to 1 by people who told me it tasted like cardboard. They were miserable. They were terrible. And that's when we went back to the drawing board and we spent as much time, energy, and effort on flavor as we did on the science. And when we did that, that's when this went from being a 2-star product, or not even a 2-star product, to being a customer pick and over a 4-star product with reviews that 5-star reviews are almost 70% of the reviews,
wow,
5-star reviews. So with over 80% being positive reviews. And that's incredible for any flavor-related product, let alone a 60-calorie meal replacement.
Absolutely. So again, just real quickly, choose your flavor: chocolate, vanilla, pina colada, or coffee, and then choose how many meals you want. Most of us, now again, 20, 60, 100, 200, 300, 1, 2, and 300, you get the variety sampler, bigger size, more samples, best pricing. On the 100, choose one flavor. In the 200, you can choose 2 flavors or 2 of the same. And then on the 300, what most people are doing, and I'll just show you, because most of these are reorders, most people are doing the 300 count, and then they're actually, trying 3 flavors or loading up. Okay, I am loading up on this, and once more, if you're discovering HSN for the very first time, welcome in. It is always such a pleasure to have Andrew Lessman here. I miss your face. By the way, you are looking better than ever before. The phrase, "I'll have what he's having," definitely applies to you, my friend.
That's nice of you to say, but anyone can do the math. I've been doing this this is year 44, so we can only do the best we can, right, with what we're given. So I try to lead a healthy lifestyle, and part of having a healthy lifestyle, I'd say it's kind of top of the list, is what we put in our body.
True.
And as I said before, we live in a world where all of the influences when it comes to what we put in our body, I'd say almost all of them are not good. They encourage us to do the wrong things, and unfortunately, it's really hard to resist. Our lives are challenging, so we're surrounded by fast food restaurants or snack foods that are easy, they're convenient, but they're not healthy, they're synthetic, they're high in fat, they're high in sugar, they're high in carb, the wrong kinds of fat. Because fat, I try to eat at least an avocado every single day. Yeah. I look at them as being among the healthiest foods we can eat, and they're rich in fat, but they're good fat. My go-to snack food is nuts. So we need to make good decisions. Sure. But unfortunately, it's a world that challenges us. So when it comes to making good decisions, whether it's secure, whether it's energy and fat metabolism factors, you really can reap the benefits by embracing them. And I think all we can do to push back a little on all of the bad influences that are hard to resist, that are around us constantly.
It's so true. And Andrew, like you just said, the world is designed to put us in harm's way. And we have moved to something. Here's another one. If you're a doubting Thomas, if you're discovering HSN for the very first time, boy, oh boy, should you take energy and fat metabolism factors for a twirl. Because even if we don't convince you on healthy hair, skin, and nails, which also has a very high threshold of judgment. You get it at home, you don't see better hair, skin, or nails. I don't even think we might have to have time for that, but that's a monthly special. But this, again, it has a real high bar of measurement. It's actually 2 of Andrew's historic products in one, because I used to buy Urgent Energy and then fat metabolism factors separately. I'll let Andrew talk about the science of what's in each one, but you need to know it has been 7 years since he has offered this as a today's special. Here's where pricing goes. Here's where pricing is today. Guys, he has never done a 720 count size ever. So that is basically, do you know you're spending less than $100 for that 720 count size? That is a buy one, get one free. And Andrew, I know I talked a little bit about it with Secure Soy, obviously the pricing, runaway customer pick and favorite, but when you read the nutrition panel, I'll give you an example. L-carnitine I used to buy, and frankly, sometimes even still buy separately because you can't move fat in your body without it. It has 200 milligrams of L-carnitine, and that's just scratching the surface with what you put in this, isn't it?
Yeah, it's designed to be a comprehensive product, again, because we don't put additives in our products, and we don't do tablets, so everything comes in a capsule, so there's no binders, there are no fillers, there's no additional ingredients. You're just getting beneficial ingredients. So you're getting that carnitine, which is essential for all fat-burning metabolism. And we have to remember that, because oftentimes people think, what does fat-burning factors are old, which still exists, our old fat metabolism product or urgent energy. What could they possibly have to do with one another? Well, they have everything to do with one another because burning fat is the most powerful access to energy in our body. Fat is the most abundant source of fuel and energy in our body. Fat is the most high octane source of fuel and energy in our body. So these two products, those two approaches have everything to do with one another. And when you consider that we're also not just dealing with energy, and the typical energy product is just a very high-powered stimulant, when you stimulate your nervous system, you're not stimulating more energy. You're stimulating the perception of having greater energy. But ultimately, the circumstances that led you to need more energy, that have you feeling fatigued, have not been changed. They've only been made worse. So this is a product that's designed to both support you in terms of that short-term stimulus, but we don't do it with a high level of synthetic caffeine.
Nope.
What we deliver is we deliver green tea, standardized for caffeine-related alkaloids, also polyphenols that are healthy. Also, green tea delivers theanine, which is Mother Nature's natural way to make caffeine more comfortable. And we also deliver guarana with its caffeine-related alkaloids. And then we deliver a series of adaptogens, ashwagandha, eleuthero, and Asian ginseng. These have been around for thousands of years. Adaptogens help combat fatigue, help promote feelings of well-being, positive outlook. And I'm not sure if being pessimistic or having a negative outlook causes fatigue, or fatigue causes a less positive outlook. So I think it's really important that you address all of these issues, and certainly the carnitine. The carnitine is absolutely essential for fat-burning metabolism. So we make sure that you have access to that abundant fuel, whether you want to burn it because it's part of a weight loss goal, or whether you want to burn it because it's part of accessing the best, most abundant source of energy on your body.
Absolutely. 4.3-star customer pick rating. Hey, if you're new, try this, call, go to hsn.com, scan that QR code, whatever it takes. Promise me you're going to try at least something from Andrew Lessman today. And I'm that serious about that. I've known Andrew for almost 3 decades. And I will tell you this, I've presented a lot of products here at HSN. And Andrew, you know this story is true. Adam says it, Colleen says it, Bobby says it. Anytime, Michelle says it. When anytime someone asks me, what should I try from HSN, I always say an Andrew Lessman vitamin. And I know you're scratching your head, you're saying, oh, all vitamins are the same. First of all, if you think all meal replacements are the same, you need to get that Secure Soy Today special. But even if you're saying, you know what, I don't believe it. Energy and fat metabolism, that is a high threshold of consideration. You don't like it? You send it back. We're going to pay to send it to you. There's a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee on everything. It's on FlexPay, so it's like, you know what, I'm going to try it for 30 days. We don't get these back. Here's one quick review. I've been using these along with Secure Complete Meal Replacement Drink. You gotta do that Secure Soy. Great combo for weight loss. They are natural. I've combined it with the vitamin B for energy as well. Hey, by the way, both are on today's special pricing with the energy and fat metabolism, because that has vitamin B among other great things. I stay away from sugars and salts. If I see an ingredient that says high fructose, I don't buy it. Thank you, Andrew, for all your information and getting healthy results. Science behind the products is what I pay attention to. I know that was a repeat, so I'll make this quick. I purchased the energy and fat metabolism factors, didn't realize how great they were until I ran out. I purchased again, won't live without them. I had energy to run around and clean the house and take care of business. I also just received the Choco Nouveau. I tried it. It was not bitter at all. I'm so impressed with Andrew Lessman and the informational videos. If you get the larger sizes on the Secure Soy, you are getting the Choco Nouveau among the green tea and the sucrose and the efficiency to try as well. Andrew, this is such a great day for people to take that step to, you know, having their best and healthiest and happiest new year, I think.
Well, I think a lot of times we take steps that might not be healthy while we're trying to achieve our goals, whether it's having more energy, being more fit, whatever it might be, or losing weight. And what I endeavor to do is to make those decisions hopefully be easier to apply without creating problems or sacrifices or compromises. So as I always say, my products are all about creating solutions, not about creating problems. So you won't find a meal replacement like Secure.
No.
You won't find an energy product like energy and fat metabolism factors. I know it's a mouthful, but it's very easy to swallow. And again, the two largest sizes are the best values we've ever had. And these products have been around for decades. So they're affordable and they're incredibly effective. If you want to read the reviews, you'll be impressed. And of course, they, like everything, money back guarantee. If you don't love it, you send it back.
Absolutely. Hey, Andrew, you know, are the puppies getting restless? Can I ply you with Choco Nouveau with chocolate, or you know, are they demanding daddy time, or you know? Or...
They just, like, every once in a while, Lincoln and Marcel just bring their ball and drop it in front of me. They watch me walking around. They just drop it in front of me like I'm going to trip on it. And but what's funny is they both realize somehow they understand when a call is getting close to the end, and they start following me more and more. So
see, I could hear it in your voice. I could hear it in your voice. Yeah. Do you want to continue talking about energy and fat, or do I need to let you go for puppy time and then I talk about healthy hair? You tell me, because your name's on the show, Andrew. You're the boss of me, at least for the next 10 minutes.
Well, I think what we were going to do is I recorded a video the other day on healthy hair, skin, and nails, which is, I mean, it's been around for 30 years. We're the original folks when it comes to beauty from the inside.
Yeah.
And of course, when we were the original folks, everybody dismissed us as being crazy. Now everybody's jumped on the bandwagon, but this is probably the 12th generation of our healthy hair, skin, and nails. We always continue to improve it. There's nothing like it, and it's pennies a day. So that's the little video I recorded.
That sounds great. Andrew, I'll let you do puppy time. I know the boys are, you know, they want their daddy back, at least for a little bit. And then you're back at 9 o'clock tonight with Adam, right?
Absolutely. I will be back in the studio at 9 p.m. with Adam. Sounds
good. All right, Andrew, have a great day. Thank you for these amazing offers in our today's specials. Love ya.
My pleasure. Love you too, Shannon. My pleasure. Thanks. See you soon, I hope.
All right. Thanks, Andrew. Hey, just a quick reminder about our energy and fat pricing, because I know, Andrew, the puppies were demanding some daddy time. Buy one, get one free if you just consider the capsule count on energy and fat. Let me say that again. If you do the 720 count, it's pretty much buy one, get one free on that larger size. Okay, this is going to be a real quick presentation. Jared, how long is the tape that Andrew did for us? Should I? Oh, okay. Do you know what? Healthy hair, skin, and nails, our #1 beauty item of all time here at HSN. Really pricing that comes as close to a today's special as you can get. Gotta try it. Runaway customer pick and favorite. Should we go right to that little tape that Andrew did? Let's do it. Take a look and a listen. I'll be back. Stay tuned.
Hi there, Andrew Lessman here with a monthly special that everyone looks forward to every year, probably almost as much as it's today's special. It's our healthy hair, skin, and nails, probably the original beauty product in a capsule, in a bottle. Interestingly enough, when we introduced this product almost 30 years ago, everyone thought it was kind of crazy that you could actually have a product that can make a difference in the growth of your hair, skin, and nails, or the appearance of your hair, skin, and nails. We now know that that isn't a crazy idea. For probably a decade or so, I received the letters. It was before email and before postings of reviews. But it's interesting how much things have changed. We now know that beauty does begin on the inside, that our hair, skin, and nails, they're not grown or manufactured on the outside of our body. They're absolutely grown, absolutely delivered from the inside. Our body is a factory. Our body is charged with all sorts of responsibilities. When it comes to our hair, skin, and nails, our body is charged with growing those tissues every single day of our lives. And depending upon the circumstances, the environment, the conditions inside our body, that determines how well, how effectively, how attractively our body grows our hair, skin, and nails. So a far-fetched proposition back when I introduced this 30 years ago, it's now accepted as the case that if you want to have attractive hair, skin, and nails, you have to take care of the inside. I manufacture all of these products in my factories in Henderson, Nevada. We couldn't manufacture the product unless we delivered the proper raw materials inside that factory. It would be naive for all of us to think that we're going to deliver and grow beautiful hair, skin, and nails unless we give a little bit of consideration to what we're delivering to the factory, us. Slathering things on the outside of our body does nothing. We're basically like what a mortician, an undertaker. The skin on the outside of our body is dead. The hair, when we cut our hair, when we clip our nails, get a manicure, we don't need anesthesia. Those tissues are dead. We only get to determine their quality while they're living, when they're being manufactured, and that goes on inside our body. So the hair, skin, and nails, healthy hair, skin, and nail formula is the result of decades of experience reviewing the science, making sure we deliver those proper nutrients, but also making sure they're in their proper form, that they're going to be able to be absorbed, that they're going to deliver their benefits to the tissues that require them. And if you look at the reviews on this product, I think it's a product that has over 6,000 reviews, almost 5,000 of which are perfect 5-star reviews. So that speaks volumes for a product that comes with high expectations of results. But again, even if you go to a dermatologist and you're complaining about the quality of your hair, your skin, and nails, that dermatologist is going to ask about your nutritional status. When you go to a doctor for a big general checkup, that doctor is going to look at your hands, your hair, your skin, your nails, among other things, because that assessment of these tissues that grow so rapidly give an indication of what's going on inside your body. So again, if you want to be the victim of the mistakes we all tend to make with our diet, then don't supplement when it comes to your hair, skin, and nails. But if you want to deliver what these tissues, and these tissues are the hungriest tissues in our body, and I'm not exaggerating, when we look at our hair, skin, and nails, that's the largest system in our body. Our hair, skin, and nails, the integumentary system, it's the largest system in our body. It's a hungry system. It has extreme demands. And then if you think about the fact that it doesn't just require, like any other system in our body, normal repair, maintenance, every other tissue in our body requires that, but there's no other system, no other tissues in our body that never, ever, ever stop growing. So our hair, skin, and nails are not only the largest system in our body, but they are the most demanding because they never, ever, ever stop growing. Well, if we talk about our fingernails, I think over the course of our lifetime, we might grow 10, 20 feet of fingernails and toenails. We probably grow hundreds of, I would say, we probably grow over 100 pounds of skin, like almost another whole human being in terms of skin. In terms of our hair, we probably grow, if we put it all in one line, I would say hundreds of miles, maybe 1,000 miles of hair. That's an incredible manufacturing task. And if we want those tissues to not just grow, but to also look their very best, appear their very best, and it's not vain to think about these things, because the way we think the world sees us, it affects how we think about the way we move through the world. So if we want to move through the world our very best, then the first thing to do is show your body the respect it needs by giving it good, sound nutrition. And when it comes to our hair, skin, and nails, that nutrition is very particular, and that's the science. That's not my saying, so that's the science. And when you get the benefits of healthy hair, skin, and nails, you not only get a product that follows the science, but you get a product that's been established with over 30 years of consistently, almost unanimously positive, perfectly positive reviews. So it's the best pricing of the year until the second half of the year, when we have our Today Special for literally, I think it's a little more than a dime a capsule. You get to enjoy the finest and most comprehensive healthy hair, skin, and nail formula. So enjoy.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. Hey, by the way, if you are just tuning in, happy Sunday Fun Day. Don't forget, we still have 2 today's specials from Andrew Lessman, our Secure Soy with the best pricing in history. You choose how many meals you want, and then you choose your flavor, coffee, vanilla, chocolate, or pina colada. And then on the 1, 200, and 300, you can actually do like a variety if you would like. And then not only are we paying to send it to you with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. You want to talk about the hit of the day, energy and fat metabolism factors. Because a lot of people always ask me, believe it or not, I don't do caffeine. This is all natural and a little bit of help from Andrew Lessman. So if you don't have the energy to get on the treadmill, if you don't have the energy to, clean your house, if you just don't have energy, or you want to burn the fat on your body, this is 2 products in one, never before in a 720 count size, 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. And then, of course, don't hang up on your healthy hair, skin, and nails, because that is also pretty much, as good as today's special pricing. And check out what we got. The offer is so good